5:52 Friday Breakfast Television. Thank you so much for joining us. We are so delighted to have Rosalind Fung in the house. Lovely to see you on BT.
Thank you.
All right, let's talk about
you.
this. I just sort of tweeted out and I say, do you love, hate your relationship with food? People finding themselves loving food than hating themselves. It's a complicated thing. Food is becoming much more of a thing for some people.
Yes.
Help us, Rosalind. Break it down. Is there help, first of all? What is the initial diagnosis if you have a relationship with food that is above and beyond it just being food?
Well, really, we all do have a relationship with food, and I don't know what you mean by diagnosis.
Well, like, what is it coming from, I guess? When I say diagnosis, I mean a lot of people right now are going,
Yeah.
why do I give food more importance than it? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's going to make me feel better emotionally as opposed to just satiate my dietary needs.
Well, I really think that we get influenced by our media out there and what we see as images. So it comes to our body image as well. And then we think, okay, well, in order to look like that, I need to eat like this.
Right.
And there's just so much conflicting information out there when it comes to food. Eat this, not that. Oh,
Look like
eggs are
that.
healthy, eggs are not healthy, right? So we get lots of different information that's so conflicting, it becomes really confusing.
So break it down for us, because there are 5. I love
Yeah.
it, because I was just reading through them and I'm like, thank God, 'cause they're great. They're 5 steps. I mean, really, there's a 5-step way back to a healthy relationship with food.
Yeah. And actually, these are more like ideas. There's many more. I wanted to just provide tips on how to have a healthier relationship with food.
Gotcha. Let's start with the first one.
Okay, so always, always, always have positive mindsets when it comes to eating. When you are actually putting food in your mouth, have a positive mindset. Because if we're having negative thoughts, we're actually creating stress in our body. And that what happens is then our digestion shuts off. So
It just goes right to fat anyway.
Yeah. If it shuts off, then what's happening is we're not digesting that food properly, and we're not assimilating the vitamins and minerals from that food.
Really?
So we just excrete it.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 2, which brings me to this point, is vitamin O for oxygen. So taking deep belly breaths.
Okay.
Deep belly breaths before, during, and after your meal is really going to help you relax your body. Taking breaths is the quickest way to trick your body from going to stress to relaxed.
Okay. All right. Happy place and deep breaths. Okay, number 3.
Vitamin A, awareness. So having awareness, there's something called the cephalic phase digestive response, and it's 5 things. It's the visual, taste, aroma, pleasure, and satisfaction of a meal. And when all 5 of these things are paid attention to, that equals 40 to 60% of our digestive power. So can you imagine if we do this, right? We eat when we're driving, we eat when we're talking, we eat while we're on our laptops.
We're distracted.
We're distracted. We're not being mindful. We're being mindless. And so there goes half our digestive power.
Think about that.
Yeah.
How much do you nosh when you're not even paying attention to noshing? Okay, number 4.
Number 4 is vitamin S. To sit down and savor slowly.
Right.
So oftentimes I actually have to work on this one. I'll catch myself moving from my kitchen counter and going to my kitchen table, and I'll be like putting food in my mouth. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I'm not being mindful. I need to sit down and just take those deep breaths and then just really take in and eat slowly and pay attention to my food. Include that vitamin A.
All right, and that means to all of you who eat in front of the computer or the TV. Last one, tip 5 that will set us on a right path.
This is a big one.
Okay.
So how to determine physical hunger from emotional hunger.
Oh, do tell.
Right? Checking in, well, most of us can know what physical hunger feels like. It's
Hunger pains.
growling. Yeah, we might get a little bit hangry, angry plus hunger. Right? I know I get lightheaded. So as you're sitting down in your meal, check in on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being I'm hungry, 5 being I'm full, and just ask yourself, what number am I at? Am I really hungry? And then if you are, of course, go ahead and start to eat. Maybe even do the same check-in scale quarter way through your meal, and then again halfway through. And try to eat, I encourage people to try to eat to the point of energy, which is about a 4. Enough so that you feel completely satisfied and satiated to move on to the next activity of your day.
Rosalind Fung, we could probably talk to you for hours and hours breaking it down. All I can say is go to Breakfast Television to find out more information about this woman. Thank you. Those were fantastic.
Thank you.
That's just like the tip of the iceberg, I feel, with you know. There's a whole other bunch of a vitamin alphabet that we need to go through. Thank you so much for stopping by. And I'll tell you, think about all of those. Mindfulness, be present. Deep breaths. As we go to break, take 3 big, huge breaths in and then out, as so says Rosalind, and I guarantee you, you'll feel a whole lot better. News, weather, traffic right after this.